The route of the Pueblos Blancos, or white towns, is a charm bracelet of characteristic towns perched in the hills and mountains of Andalucía. The queen of the white towns is Arcos de la Frontera. Arcos smothers its hilltop, tumbling down its back like the train of a wedding dress. The old town center is a delight to explore. Viewpoint hop through town. The people of Arcos boast that only they see the backs of the birds as they fly. Feel the wind funnel through the narrow streets as cars inch around tight corners. Driving is tricky. It's a one-way system. If you miss your hotel, you'll drive all around again. Under the castle and facing the church is the town's main square, which once doubled as a bullring. Towns like Arcos, with de la Frontera in their names, were established on the frontier. That was on the front lines during that centuries-long fight to take Spain back from the Muslims. As the Moors were slowly pushed back into North Africa, the towns, while no longer of any strategic importance, kept on the frontier in their names. The main church is a reminder of that reconquest. After Christian forces retook Arcos from the Moors in the 13th century, it was the same old story. The mosque was demolished and a church was built on its site. There are historical curiosities everywhere. This stone was scavenged from an ancient Roman temple. You can just make out the Latin inscription and this 2,000-year-old tree of life. But the mysterious highlight is this 15th century magic circle. 12 red and 12 white stones, the white ones with various constellations marked. Back then, on a child's day of baptism, the parents would stop here first for a good exorcism. The exorcist would stand within this protective circle and cleanse the baby of any evil spirits. Then, they could proceed into the church. The flying buttresses were added to shore up the church after it was weakened by an earthquake in 1696. Arches prop up earthquake-damaged buildings all over town. Peek politely into private patios. Cool and inviting family courtyards are typical of Arcos. While the old wells now generally hold flower pots, they're reminders that these courtyards once functioned as water catchment systems. They funneled rainwater into a drain in the middle, which filled the well. Explore the narrow, whitewashed and flower-lined lanes of this charming hill town. And while you're at it, work up an appetite. We're eating at Restaurante El Convento, where Senora Maria Moreno and her husband serve the best of traditional local cuisine. Throughout Europe, I find that mom-and-pop places like this offer the best values. And to dine well on a budget, I eat better for less in a small town rather than in a big city. Their refreshing gazpacho, a chilled tomato garlic soup, is a great starter. Ask about seasonal specialties. The wild asparagus dish is just right in springtime, as are the artichokes. Here they're served with shrimp. Spanish wine has moved up on the respectability ladder lately. Our full-bodied red is mucho delicioso. This is a good opportunity for game. Well, small game. I'm having pigeon.